Namaste and welcome everyone. The today's session based on the mobility yoga flow, how you can increase the mobility of your joints with the simple yogic tools and technique. Now to understand what mobility is simple. You see the femur bone, the neck of the femur that's gone into the socket of the hip joint or the pelvis. And this femur does control by the tissue, the ligaments, and the top layer is the muscle and the skin. Now, how much you can move these joints, it depends on the tightness and the stretchy part in the tissues and the ligaments and the muscle. Most of us, because having a very sedentary lifestyle, our joints are constantly compromised, constantly under pressure, and we're starting to lose that flexibility and mobility. So we'll do a simple test so you know what level you are on. And I will tell you to do the 3 simple tests and you will find out how mobile your joints are. And joints mobility and body mobility has a lot to do with all over well-being. You can save yourself from getting injured quickly. So the first test we're going to do, you're going to keep your foot maybe on the chair, maybe on the stool, any stool or a high element. And this is the test for the hip mobility, okay? So when you keep the leg here, so I will show you on the sideways so it doesn't get high. Please do share the screen to your friends, to your loved ones, so everyone can get benefit out of this. Ask me any question you have it, let me know from where you're watching. So you place the foot on the chair or any stool or any object, maybe on the table, whatever you have it. You're just measuring here. So I'm going to shift my body inside, so I'm going to bring my shoulder down. So that tells what's happening to my hip is starting to rotate. Now my shoulder is touching. That's option 1. Look like my hip is enough mobile and flexy. I'm going to go below my shoulder line. That's option 2. A little bit more flexibility I got over the period of time. And all the way you go down. That means your hip mobility is really good. And if you cannot go below the shoulder line, below the knee line, that means there is a problem. That's one test. Now once you do that, there's another test we're going to do it, and this is very simple. This tells you the mobility of your ankle, your knee, your hip joints. You're standing, you want to sit down, simply cross it down. And then exit the same way, you're going to come back. Give it a try, so you know how your joints are performing. And exhale. Repeat the leg, opposite leg, you go down. Beautiful, exhale. And you go down. See how much the hip and the knee and the ankle is actually working in this. And third, it is also going to combine the hip and the whole lower body. So you're going to lie down. Let me create some space. You're going to throw the left leg. All the way you're going to go up. And you're going to come back. So I'll go a little bit forward. I think some of you on Instagram might not be able to see. Left leg up. Pull it back. All the way up, and you're going to go back. If you can sit down like that, that means you have done a great job. Else you need to really work. Thank you everyone for joining. We're going to start with a very simple move that will help, and total focus on today will be working on the hip joints. Join me. Let me know from where you're watching. Sit down. Keeping your back straight, keeping your legs slightly apart, then your shoulder width. When you keep your hand behind your back, say lean on your arms. You're going to activate the hip joint through gentle rotation. You're going to drop the leg to the left side, turn the neck to the right side. So the one hip is rotating internally, one rotating externally. And both rotations are very important for any joints. Neck in opposite direction. Might look very easy. But some of the students or practice learners might feel very difficult because they have not done much to their hip joint. Around 8 to 10 times to activate, to have a little bit more blood supply into the hip. And hip is the center of the body. It's controlling actually the function of your spine. If hip is tense and damaged, the spine will be under trouble. Okay, so we did this with support of the hand. Let's try doing without the hand. And there'll be more fun. You're going to drop the leg, hold your arms, and exhale. 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 You breathe nicely, deeply. Exhale. Exhale. and do around 5 to 6 times. If you're a little bit long, you can do maybe 10, 12, 15 times. The more you do it, the more you're going to bring life and energy to the hip joint. Continue doing it few more rounds. You don't need hands. But if you can't do it, you keep the hand behind your back and keep doing the basic version of it. Don't go to the advanced version. Excellent. Now you're going to add one more extra move to this movement. You drop the leg, drop the body down, inhale, come back, change the side. This will be starting to open up the glutes, the back of the hip. That's another big muscle and tissues. Exhale. And exhale. And exhale. Do around 10 to 20 times. If you don't have much long, maybe 8 to 10 times. So right now we're just preparing, and then we're going to get into the alignment. Trust me, do this 15-20 minute flow, you're going to feel amazing. Now we're going to do the same work, what we did just now, swastik position. A little bit alignment you need to follow here and work. If I say the alignment, you see I'm sitting on my right hip. My right hand is outside the body. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Please do say, I align my right knee with my right hip, and I align my right ankle with the right knee, and I lock my ankle so it doesn't move, it doesn't cheat. The same way I perform with the back leg. I align my back knee with the back hip and back ankle with the back knee. Now when you do this, you also will have a nice gentle stretch in the groin, and that's another tense part. If you see the structure of the hip, it's controlled by 4 groups of tissues and muscle. The abductor, the adductors, the flex, and the glutes, very heavy, big muscle. And if you work on these 4 groups of muscles, you'll find amazing opening up in the hip area. You feel free. When you walk, you will feel amazing. When you run, you will feel amazing. When you do yoga, you will feel amazing. So as you reach here, imagine your spine is straight. You're not rounding the back, keeping the spine straight. You're going to grab the left foot with your left hand. And as you exhale, you drop straight down. Inhale, you come back, just halfway. And everyone, because every body is different, every body is unique. And the best part is what we look like outside is not the same inside, very different. Every one of us. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come back. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to go down, and we don't need hands. Using the balance, bring the hands on. And have a really deep stretch on the right hip, on the right thigh, on the right glutes. And we need that. So first tool, finding the right position for your body. You have to find, because you experience what is happening in the asana when you're doing it. Second, the breath pattern has to change. You breathe little longer, little deeper, and exhale little slower. With the right ratio, I suggest when you're doing this kind of flow, when you work, bringing a little bit mobility and flexibility to the body, the oxygen level should be changing in your body. So inhale in 4 seconds, exhale in 6 to 8 seconds. Inhale, you come back. Exhale, you go down. Take the hands down, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, come back. Change the side. Align the leg. That's very important. Should become like a swastik position. Right knee, the right hip. Right knee with the right ankle. Ankle is locked. Same way, the left knee with the left hip. Left ankle with the left knee. Ankle is locked. Now I'm going to fix myself. I'm sitting on my left hip. I feel gentle stretch on the groin. You should feel. But if your groin is already open, you will not feel that much. Exhale, go down. Inhale, you see the lower body below the pelvic is very still. That should not change. That should not move. Only the spine go into the flex. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Smile while you're doing it. Inhale. 5, 6 times, 10 times, you can move forward, go back, move forward, go back. We're just activating, we're just preparing. Just like we prepare anything and everything in life. You travel, you need to prepare. Right? You cook, you need to prepare. When you're doing something for your body and mind, you have to prepare the body. Exhale, you're going to drop halfway down. You find the right depth. You stay, bring the hands on your head. Really deep stretch, the tension you will experience here. So stay there. Thank you for watching. Please do share. Invite your friends. Everyone can get benefit with this lovely flow of unlocking, bringing more freedom to different joints. Inhale, you come back. Exhale, let's do one more time. Hands on your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back. Sit down with your both the knees together and hug it in. Because we activated the groin and the hip. Always relax. Your muscle works best when they are relaxed, not when they are tense. So when you do any form of yoga, any form of exercise, try to relax those muscles. Normally when you're doing flexibility training or mobility, learn to relax yourself. Body has a tendency to keep it against the relaxation. Automatically, you see how the nervous system works. Exhale, bring the chin down. 3, 2, 1. You keep your leg straight. If you just work on the hip rotator, the glutes muscle, you're going to take the right leg back and push the leg as far as you can. So what happened here, my groin become a little active. As soon as I take my leg back, I'm going to raise the hand, push the waist forward, and exhale down to bring a little bit more supply, more blood into the groin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, you can do 5 times to 10 times. And once you go, finally you stay here for a little longer. Make sure you push the knee enough back so you have a nice gentle stretch in the groin inside of your thigh. And we repeat here. The same. Right leg to the right, left goes back. All the way back. Inhale, you're going to go. Exhale, you're also going to stretch your flexors, but connecting the front, the belly. Your backward bend actually depends on how flexy you are from the frontal limb. It's not about your flexibility in the spine. You're going to go up and you got to stay. 3, 2, 1, exhale. From cross leg posture, sit in simple cross leg. Everyone can do it. And trust me, 22 years ago I used to sit like that. Exactly my father. He had a very stubborn, very stiff hip. And same way I was when I used to go for prayer in the temple, going for a satsang or any activity. In India, normally we sit on the floor and do it. I couldn't sit it. Now it's open up with the practice and everyone can improve. So the left leg, you bring it forward, exactly in front of your right knee. 1 inch, 2 inch gap, you keep it. And what happens here when you do it, this right ankle is underneath your thigh, so it's stopping your thigh to go deep down. So you can shift this forward. To create the space, you press the knee and exhale, you drop the head. Inhale, you come back. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, you drop the body. The longer you stay, the better it is for your tissues, for your ligaments to unlock it. Because those are your plastic part of the body. Muscles is more elastic, like elastic workout. Contraction, flexion is good for the muscle. But the tissue, the ligaments, and the tendons like to get stretched for the longer period of time if you want to give more benefit to those areas of your body. You learn to spend time. And most of the cases I learn and observe students is not a muscular issues. The issue is deep inside. That is your ligaments, that is your fascia, that is your tendons. And you have to work on them. You can come back, changing the side from there. Same technique. This is just the very basic option. You can put a block underneath your ankle. You can put a pillow to elevate it. And the more highs go, the deeper the stretch, the tension you're going to create. It's a perfect rotation for the hip as well. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale, you can go down spending 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds as you have it. Sit down in Vajrasana. Simple Vajrasana, coming in a cat pose from cat in downward facing. Gentle pulse. Very gentle. Inhale, you're going to take the right leg into the pigeon. Okay, I'm going to show you the left side. So you can see the ankle, how does it play an important role to improve the stress that you're putting on your tissues. If ankle is all the way back here, you'll have a less tension on the glutes muscle, less pressure on the knee. And some of the students, I observe the knee is very compressed, very tough, very difficult. If they take the ankle forward, the knee will starting to complain. And as soon as the knee is complaining, that's it. That's your limit. Do not go beyond that. You have to always use your intelligence, your buddhi, to give the right position, right depth when you're practicing asana. It's not about being violent or aggressive. It's about accepting the way you are and growing from there. So adjust the ankle, I feel, okay, it's working on my leg. I'm going to pull the right leg all the way back. So my flexor of the right leg is under stress. And same time, my left leg, hamstring and glutes, and the rotator, the left hip, is working. I keep my hand in front of my chest. I align my body, I exhale straight down, halfway. Inhale, go up. Don't make a round shape like this. Keep the spine. Let the energy flow into your brain. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Last exhale, you drop. Bring your hands on your head. Let the pressure, let the stretch remain. This is nice, sweet, gentle stretch on the tissue you're putting on. Stay as long as you can. Minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes would be ideal to unlock it. Do it. I'm just teaching you this beautiful exercise, the way to open up. Apply it. Inhale, you're going to come back. Exhale, downward facing, chin the side from there. You stretch your back leg with the ball of the toe. Keep the hip square. If your hip is falling like that, you lost. Hip is under pressure. You're going to damage it. So keep the hip square. You can always put a pillow underneath. Exhale, go down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And within this 20 minutes, you will feel amazing. Inhale. Exhale down. Stay there. Find the depth, at which angle actually working on your body. You find that depth. And you stay there taking a long, deep, conscious breath. Without the breath, no improvement can take place. So keep breathing consciously. Keep allowing those tissue, those muscles to loosen up a bit through spending the quality time. Inhale, drop the hand down, come back in downward facing, gentle pulse. Very gentle. Excellent. You're going to take a knee apart just like we do in a butterfly. This is the frog position. Activating the hip rotator and the groin, the inner thighs. You can bring your palm down, lock the finger. You're going to move forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. While the knee is wide open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try to touch your belly, the pelvis, to the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Finally, spread the leg as much as you can. Feel you're doing a butterfly while facing the floor, the ground, mother earth. And then you allow yourself to drop in a way that your belly touches the floor like you're doing a cobra. Exactly the same effect that you get in butterfly or Baddha Konasana, you will get in this. But Baddha Konasana, you cannot put a pressure. Someone has to come press your leg. Here, because of gravity playing an important role, automatically your body is getting pulled by Mother Earth. So you need to allow that to happen. Open the leg maximum. It's the best stretch you can create for your inner thighs. So stay there for 20, 30, 40, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Longer you hold it, the better it is. So you're going to come back. Bring your knee together. As we stretch, as we activated our groin, we relax this part. Drop the body in a child pose. Let your eyes be gently closed. Take a conscious breathe into your inner thighs, into your hip joints. These are very important part of your body. Keep working constantly on the muscles. Sure, you will lose the mobility of your joint. Never focus on that. Add always very balanced workout in your life. So the balance means you are having good flexibility, you're having good strength, you're having good stamina, you're having good endurance. All the element of physical fitness has to grow. But yoga also gives top of that something extra, that is peace of mind, healing the body. You're going to come back in a cat pose from cat downward facing. Give a nice stretch here, nice pulse here. Keep pulsing. Taking one up, one down, gentle, not so fast, very gentle. I breathe into my ankle, into my knee, into my calf. Your awareness playing a very important role, friends. Wherever your awareness goes, energy flows there. Remember that thing. Keep pulsing. Inhale, bring the right leg forward outside your right hand. Okay, as we measure in the beginning, during the test of the mobility of the hip, this will help you to open up. This is known as Dragon Series. Option 1, keep your back knee off the mat. And you're going to do very gentle pulse here to open up the flexor of the hip. Very gentle. To get a little bit more blood rushing into that area. Normally we do this posture in every warm-up class before we start our yoga class. And then you stay here, can bring your forearm on the floor while you're sending your knee away from the body. So there's a rotation on the hip joint, there's a stretch in the groin, and there's a stretch in the back flexor. So the many part of your hip is engaged in one asana. Check your breathing. Breathe like a baby. Smile like a Buddha. Hold like a rock. Like a pillar. Like a mountain, no movement. And the more stillness you bring in your asana, when you try to work on mobility, the better it is. You can come back in downward facing, change the side from there. Very gentle pulse to activate the flexor. In this kind of a class or workshop, both the yin and yang is involved. Not only one element you're working, both elements. And then you stay after 8 to 10 pulses. You can bring the forearm down. And you rest here. You smile here. Every time you're doing an asana, you will discover that some part of the body more tense than the other part of the body. That means that's the area you need to really focus and improve through doing the right practices. You're going to hold 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Sit down in a simple cross-leg posture. Some very easy, very basic movement, but does wonderful job in terms of mobilizing the hip. You sit in a cross leg, you hold the left foot with the right hand from the top. Get a nice grip, right? And you hold the left knee with the left hand. And imagine your hip, the femur is rotating, just like I saw you. If you need to rotate the femur, you need to really work on this movement. You see how it's moving? While this is static, the pelvis is static and femur moves. So same thing we're going to do, we're going to move the femur here. Hold the knee joint, drop the knee, take it back, bring it forward. Try to achieve the lotus pose if you can, then take it back. Maximum rotation, you can do it with one breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And everyone will have a different angle because the structure of your hip, of your femur, everyone will have a different angle. In yoga, there is no question of being competitive. Everyone is unique here in their own way. Once you're done with the left leg, you're going to repeat the same with the right leg. Hold the right foot, hold the right knee. So you're going to slowly drop in lotus. If lotus is not accessible, you can just go halfway, pull it back. Inhale. There's one class, we call it Suksam Yoga. The class is based on activating the subtle energy within the joints. For every joint, there is a yoga, and you should try out that class to really work. Starting from toe to the neck, every joint gets covered in that class. So we move joint through our awareness and the right breathing. Then you change the side. Both ways you can do it. Once you're done, you sit simply in a cross-leg posture. Very simple. Just give a stretch to your spine. You can close your eyes, take a couple of long and deep breaths. Whenever you do any form of exercise or a yoga class, at the end, you must relax yourself. Relaxing is a very important element in yoga. When you're able to relax the body and mind, you're very close to healing your own self. When the mind is very stressful, you're shutting all the doors actually. You can come back. Thank you very much. This was a very basic flow. On next Friday, I'll be running 2-hour mobility yoga flow workshops that will be online on the live on the Zoom. Total interaction is going to be lasting for 2 hours. I look forward to see you if you like to join for that. You'll have a great achievement and opening in that workshop. Please do share this. Let me know how was it. And I wish you all the best. Thank you for joining. Namaste to all of you. Hello, everyone. If any question, please do write. Hello, Huma. Hello, Pragya. Hello, Bala. Hi, Akansa. So I'm not too good with Instagram technology, but I try my best to wave back. Thanks, Bala, for sharing. All the best, guys. Please do write me in the comment. Let me know if you like to practice anything in specific. I will be more than happy to provide that content for you. All the best.